And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Darius Garland.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. LeBron plays the 3 with Vanderbilt at the 4. Luka Doncic is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in it to 5, roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Chris Dunn is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. This is opening night for both of these squads. What are these games like to play in, Richard?
It's so much fun. You put in so much work in the offseason to improve, to get better, and now it's your opportunity to show it.
James outside. Back to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Clippers. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Now here's Doncic. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. Smart finds Ayton to the inside. Kicks it out to Smart. 4 on the clock. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Garland for 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. James deciding where to go with it. Over Leonard. From 13 feet, down it goes.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
So it's the Clippers now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Collins, no good. Leonard against Smart. Ayton with a screen. Smart passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Leonard, coming off a 31-point game against the Lakers.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
Here's Leonard. Garland for 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Here's James. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with.
Ooh. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and he even absorbs contact in the air, and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Brook Lopez, 4th.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Leonard. Here's Garland. Dunn right side. to halt the run. And Brook Lopez gets the three.
Smart shot from Lopez. If he's got a decent look and can avoid putting the ball on the deck, he's got to pull the trigger.
James outside. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Lopez. Now here's Garland from downtown. James with the rebound. Doncic against Garland. This one for three. Vanderbilt, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Here's Leonard, following the score by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. The three is up. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 6. James outside. Over Leonard. The shot by James, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers. Outside Garland. Back to Leonard. There's the three. Here's Collins. No good that time. Good D by Vanderbilt. The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Doncic. And here's Vanderbilt. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. Now Garland. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in the game.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Doncic. The Lakers with another miss.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Garland. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Smart outside. Now here's Doncic. He drops it from range.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last three.
Clippers trail by 6. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Now here's Doncic. James outside. Jacks up a three. Another miss by Doncic. Doncic is gone just 1 for 4 so far. Here's Garland. Good D by Doncic.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Vanderbilt, the pass to Smart. And there's James from the arc. Rebound by the Clippers.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Leonard outside. Fires the three. And Aiden pulls it down. The Lakers lead by 3. Doncic outside. The three is up. And Ayton with the stuff.
Lethal in pick-and-roll action. Ayton making them pay.
And the Clippers have possession. Dunn outside. Pass to Leonard. Collins a screen from behind the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. The Lakers have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Smart with the ball, and Lopez picks him up. And here's Vanderbilt. Doncic deciding where to go with it. From the arc. They get it back. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Garland. Uses the glass on the layup. Garland's got 5.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Lakers lead by 5. Kennard passes to Hayes. Here's Smith. LaRavia outside to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Smith outside. Takes the 3. The rebound by Jackson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And there's a 3-second violation. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Clippers, 4th.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting 44% to start this ballgame. Smith passes to Hayes. Now LaRavia. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Now Miller. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And here's Brown for 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Batum. Up and in from the low block. Smith with it. No points yet. LaRavia with a screen. Shoots. Smith no good.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And he makes it. The Lakers lead by 4. Kennard outside. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Smith. Misses the jumper.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Here's Sanders. Now here's Miller. Outside, Brown. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. LaRavia outside. Hayes, the pass to LaRavia. Smith outside. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Pass to Batum. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Kennard outside. Back to Smith. Sanders with a rebound.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Pass to Miller. Here's Sanders. Takes a 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Lakers trail. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Here's Timmy, defended by Brown. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
They've got Miller. He's out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Brown in the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's James. Pass to Smith. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Miller outside to the left wing. Sanders, the pass to Miller. Outside Garland. Brown with a screen. The three-pointer off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Richard, it's hard to believe, but this is already LeBron's 8th season with the Lakers.
Yeah, surpassing his first 7 seasons with the Cavs. And look, this is his longest consecutive streak with one team, and he's got a championship to show for it.
Pass to Garland. Batum outside. Now Brown. Back to Batum. Here's Sanders. Batum sets a screen. Launches it. Smith with the rebound. Lakers trail by 3. Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Batum. To the middle. Double team on James. Smith right side. Pass to Hayes. Here's Larabia. No good on the three. The Clippers lead by 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set the foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Smith passes to James. With the drive. They still need this. And he lays it in. James has got 8.
So tough to keep him in front of you. He's always playing on his front foot, using that first step.
Kennard against Garland. And a miss there on the triple.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Smith. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Clippers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Garland against Kennard. Goes up at the elbow. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Pass to Smith. Inside. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And here's Leonard. He's got 5. Garland for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Garland's got 8.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
Doncic outside. Fires for 3. That shot is off. And it's Leonard with the ball for the LA Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Garland, the pass to Leonard. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Leonard. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. James passes to Hayes. Shoots over Brown. And again, it's the Lakers.
Good shot selection is often the result of great execution.
Pass to Garland. Outside, Brown. He puts up a 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kennard against Garland. Kennard passes to Doncic. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Sanders. It's Brown on the wing. Over Hayes. Brown, no good.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
James inside, guarded by Batum. Yep, that one's good. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Leonard's shot's good.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
The Lakers have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. James finds Kennard. Back to James. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Sanders has got 5 rebounds in the game. Richard, you wouldn't think LeBron James could improve, but that three-point shot has become really consistent.
And, well, now you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter at all times. That creates lanes for him to drive or create for others.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for LaRavia. And Smart subbed in for Kennard. Smart for 3. Lopez with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. A chance to check out the Los Angeles Clippers' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for their matchup with the Pelicans, that's one to watch for. The 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
And the Lakers making a change here. LaRavia's checked in. Pass to Doncic. Luka with the bully ball inside.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Collins outside. Leonard looking around. Let's go with a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Smart right side. Overdone. And it's Smart missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Leonard on the wing. He's covered by LaRavia. Dunn outside. Clock at 6. Over Smart. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Luka on the attack.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Too many wasted possessions. He's getting in bad situations and then failing to kick the ball out to more ready shooters.
Batum is checked in for the Clippers. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Clippers, 4th.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Now Collins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Here's Lopez. The Lakers with a rebound. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Graham.
And that became a glaring need, as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
What goes up, Ayton will throw down. They knew just when to pass him that ball.
Leonard passes to Lopez. Leonard outside. Pass to Dunn. From deep. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Now Doncic. Back to Laravia. Now Doncic. Smart outside. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic outside. The 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Leonard against Smart. Pass to Dunn. Wing shot on the way. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
From deep, here's Doncic. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Smart against Leonard. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's gotten 4 this quarter. The Lakers lead by 6. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half of basketball. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
When Ayton is rolling, he is truly dangerous. He can just continue rolling with force all night long.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Dunn, the pass to Leonard. 58 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Batum. Launches a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
From the arc, Batum can be pretty consistent. Not a guy you can leave alone out there.
Laravia outside. Back to Doncic. Now Smart. And here's Ayton, covered by Lopez. And Ayton with the stuff.
That is a strong move by Ayton. He is merciless in there.
Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Leonard. And here's Lopez. No good from outside.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Now here's Doncic. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Lakers ahead. They're up 7. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. We've been in the half-court or in transition, and we've been organized. We've done a really nice job. And overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're dominating on the backboards, just having their way out there, Shaq.
Out muscling, out tussling, out fussling, out schmuscling. It's no wonder why they're in front.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Lakers. I always prefer to start the season at home. They don't have that luxury, but sometimes the W is even sweeter on the road.
Yeah, they'll try to build up momentum before heading home for the next one.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside, or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Clippers trail by 7. And so in the game for the Lakers, Vanderbilt and Ayton patrol the paint. Luka Doncic is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's James in at the small forward position. Garland against Doncic. Pass to Collins for 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. James against Leonard. The 3 ball. Kept alive. Vanderbilt nails the baby hook. Vanderbilt's got his first 2 points.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Leonard passes to Lopez. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. About a minute played here in the second half. Smart outside, and there's James from the arc. Here's Ayton, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Assertive basketball. Ayton getting after it on the offensive glass, using his size to his advantage.
Garland, the pass to Lopez. Outside Garland. Pass to Dunn. Leonard, left side, 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Smart. Out to James. Smart outside. 4 on the clock. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 11. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide." Back over to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Vanderbilt against Collins. And here's Doncic outside. Tries again. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
A double-double machine who can also block shots. You won't find many centers with Ayton's size and talent.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Garland for 3, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
You can tell this team really relies on Darius Garland on the offensive end.
And that's because he offers options. Garland can make plays for himself and others. So you never know if he's going to make that nice pass or that nice shot.
It's stolen by Smart. From outside the arc. They shoot again. And the layup is good by Doncic. Doncic has got 9.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. The 4th spot held by Chris Dunn.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Here's Dunn. Pass to Lopez. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Now here's Ayton, covered by Lopez. Ayton with it. 19 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Doncic. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Doncic has got 11 points.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Now here's Garland. 10 points for him. Pass to Dunn. They need this. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's James. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
And the free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 18. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Vanderbilt finds Doncic. Smart for 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Dunn. No good with the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Vanderbilt, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Leonard. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game. Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Dunn outside. Collins with a screen on Smart. Dunn outside. Here's the three. Gets the 3-ball to go. Dunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Smart looking around. Back to Doncic. The 3-ball. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
And here's Dunn. He's got 7. Garland, the pass to Lopez. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
The Lakers lead by 18. Here's Doncic. 14 points for him. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He notched one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
James against Leonard. It's stolen by James. And it's the Lakers on the break. Moving it up. And Vanderbilt gets it to go on the assist by James.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Outside Garland, looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now James, 12 points for him. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by James.
Come on now, if you want to talk about a crazy vertical, that was that. I mean, it was ridiculous. And then add in the extended hang time. Whew. Oh, my.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Leonard with the ball. He's got 9. Now here's Lopez. Here's Garland. Leonard outside. Over Smart. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
The Clippers shooting just 34% so far in this one. Here's Leonard. Dunn outside. Collins a screen. Puts up a 3. The shot by Dunn, no good. Well, the Lakers shooting about 47%. A nice number. And here's Doncic outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Doncic has got 20.
You know, it's not his forte, but still, Luka can hit threes. He keeps you honest.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Collins passes to Dunn. Now Leonard. Check by James. Leonard inside. James is there. Leonard can't get it to go. And for the Lakers, they're shooting an efficient 55% in the third quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Look, that's going to happen when Smart gets in there with those trees. If you're a little too aggressive, things can happen.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
This is surely a spot that Marcus Smart has shown signs of being really good. He has definitely improved from the moment that he came into the league until now.
And so Smart nails them both.
Look, Marcus Smart is the pulse of the team. He plays with passion and does whatever his team needs from him.
Here's Sanders. 5 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. Kick out to Brown. Here's Batum. To snap the cold streak. Sanders, no good. Now here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Kennard outside. Now Doncic launches it from deep. Miller pulls it in. Pass to Leonard. Here's Sanders, guarded by Doncic. Brown, a screen on Doncic. Back to Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First free throw is good. Connects checked in for the Lakers. Smith comes in for Doncic. And Leonard drops them both. And for the Lakers, they're shooting a solid 47%. Smith outside. Pass to Kennard. Back to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the right side, inside. Fires it. And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. To the inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Nick Batum.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Jackson, he's checked in for Leonard.
1 shot.
And that one misses. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. Batum, the pass to Sanders. Miller outside. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Kennard with the rebound. 59 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hayes. Smith outside. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Stolen by Miller. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Sanders has got 8.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
LaRavia outside. Kennard outside. From deep. Counted from distance. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Sanders. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Jackson. 4 seconds left. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Nicholas Batum. He's out there with Miller, and it's Brown in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. That one is off. Miller outside, over connect. Rebound by the Lakers. And here's Smith. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
And don't tell Batum he's well into his 30s. Nick's still got some life in those legs.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Smith outside. And here's Connect outside. The shot, no good. The Clippers shooting just 33% so far in this game. Miller against Hayes. Down low. From the right block. Batum's shot is off. The Lakers have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Smith, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
If Smith plays bigger than his size, he's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
Miller outside, lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Smith passes to Hayes.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
And the second free throw is good.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Now Garland. Brown passes to Garland. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
LaRavia outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Smith sinks it from distance. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A dead-eye shooter. Nick Smith is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Brown finds Garland. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Lakers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Kennard passes to Hayes. Kennard outside. Back to Smith. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds now. Sanders, the pass to Garland. And a missed layup. And for the Lakers, they're shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Hayes. Hayes with a screen on Miller. Kennard outside. No good on the triple.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And here's Brown for 3. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Garland against Smith. Kennard outside. The Lakers with another miss.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Garland for 3. Sinks the tray.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Miller. The Lakers also with a sub. Kleba's checked in. And for the Lakers, they're shooting pretty well at 45%. Connect on the wing. Guarded by Garland. And finished off by Hayes.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Leonard. Jackson down low. He's defended by Hayes.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Pass to Connect. Kennard outside. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Connect on the wing. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Jackson finds Garland. And here's Leonard. Out to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
The Lakers lead by 22. Kennard with it.
Get through.
Up top, Kleba. Outside Connect. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kennard for 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Sanders with the bucket.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Pass to Laravia. The 3. No luck on that one. Clippers trail by 19. Garland feeling it out a bit. Now here's Leonard. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kennard's got 5 rebounds in the game.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Laravia passes to Kennard. Here's Hayes. Pass to Kleba. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Kennard can't get it to go.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Sanders. 3-pointer off the mark. The Lakers lead by 19. And here's Kennard to get back on track. Knocks it down from distance.
And you see the awareness Connect has a good understanding for when his guys are open.
Here's Sanders. Driving to the basket. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Kleba outside. Pass to Kennard for 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Outside Connect. Back to Kennard. Pass to Kleba. Outside Connect. Jacks up a 3. Sanders with a rebound. Sanders has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Out to Leonard. Looking to get back on track. Jump shot is good. And so it's the Lakers with it. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So for the Clippers, Lopez comes in for Jackson, and it's done in for Batum. Here's James. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Leonard for three. On target from range. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Doncic outside. James left side. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Garland. Leonard outside. Back to Garland. Again, the Clippers score.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Pass to Aiden. Outside Vanderbilt. Now here's Smart. Doncic right side. Takes a three. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for DeAndre Ayton.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Nice shot from the wing. And so it's the Lakers with it. Now here's Vanderbilt. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Doncic outside. Let's go with a three. Sanders with a rebound. Leonard outside. No good. Good D by Vanderbilt. And here's Smart. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.